The Book of Division. Title: This is the account of the division of days of the law and the testimony for annual observance according to their weeks of years and their jubilees throughout all the years of the world, just as Yahuwah told it to Moses on Mount Sinai, when he went up to receive the tablets of the law and the commandment by the word of Yahuwah, as he said to him, "Come up to the top of the mountain." Moses is summoned to the mountain. Chapter 1. In the first year of the exodus of the children of Israel from Egypt, in the 3rd month of the 16th day of that month, Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, "Come up to me on the mountain, and I shall give you 2 stone tablets of the law and the commandment, which I have written, so that you may teach them." And Moses went up to the mountain of Yahuwah, and the glory of Yahuwah dwelt upon Mount Sinai, and a cloud overshadowed it for 6 days. And he called to Moses on the 7th day from the midst of the cloud, and the appearance of the glory of Yahuwah was like fire burning on top of the mountain. And Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. And Yahuwah revealed to him both what was in the beginning and what will occur in the future, the account of the division of all the days of the law and the testimony. And he said, "Set your mind on everything which I shall tell you on this mountain, and write it in a book, so that their descendants might see that I have not abandoned them on account of all of the evil which they have done to instigate transgression of the covenant which I am establishing between me and you today on Mount Sinai for their descendants. And thus it will be, when all of these things happen to them, that they will know that I have been more righteous than they in all their judgments and deeds. And they will know that I have truly been with them. And you, write for yourself all of these words which I shall cause you to know today. For I know their rebelliousness and their stubbornness, before I cause them to enter the land which I swore to their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give to your seed a land flowing with milk and honey, and they will eat and be satisfied, and they will turn to strange gods, to those who cannot save them from any of their affliction. And this testimony will be heard as testimony against them, for they will forget all of my commandments, everything which I shall command them, and they will walk after the Gentiles and after their defilement and shame. And they will serve their gods, and they will become a scandal for them, and an affliction, and a torment, and a snare. And many will be destroyed and seized, and will fall into the hand of the enemy, because they have forsaken any ordinances and my commandments, and the feasts of my covenant, and my Sabbaths, and my sacred place, which I sanctified for myself among them, and my tabernacle and my sanctuary, which I sanctified for myself in the midst of the land, so that I might set my name upon it, and might dwell there. And they will make for themselves high places and groves and carved idols, and each of them will worship his own idol so as to go astray. And they will sacrifice their children to the demons and to every work of the error of their heart. And I shall send to them witnesses, so that I might witness to them. But they will not hear, and they will even kill the witnesses. And they will persecute those who search out the law, and they will neglect everything and begin to do evil in my sight. And I shall hide my face from them, and I shall give them over to the power of the nations to be captives, and for plunder, and to be devoured. And I shall remove them from the midst of the land, and I shall scatter them among the nations, and they will forget all of my laws and all of my commandments and all of my judgments, and they will err concerning new moons, Sabbaths, festivals, jubilees, and ordinances. And afterward they will turn to me from among the nations with all their heart and with all their soul and with all their might. And I shall gather them from the midst of all the nations, and they will seek me so that I might be found by them. When they seek me with all their heart and with all their soul, I shall reveal to them an abundance of peace and righteousness. And with all my heart and with all my soul I shall transplant them as a righteous plant, and they will be a blessing and not a curse. And they will be the head and not the tail. And I shall build my sanctuary in their midst, and I shall dwell with them. And I shall be their God, and they will be my people truly and rightly. And I shall not forsake them, and I shall not be alienated from them, because I am Yahuwah, their Elohim. And Moses fell upon his face, and he prayed and said, O Yahuwah, my Elohim, do not abandon your people and your inheritance to walk in the error of their heart, and do not deliver them into the hand of their enemy, the Gentiles, lest they rule over them and cause them to sin against you. O Yahuwah, let your mercy be lifted up upon your people, and create for them an upright spirit, and do not let the spirit of the rule over them to accuse them before you and ensnare them from every path of righteousness, so that they might be destroyed from before your face. For they are your people and your inheritance, whom you saved by your great might from the hand of the Egyptians. Create a pure heart and a holy spirit for them, and do not let them be ensnared by their sin henceforth and forever. And Yahuwah said to Moses, I know their contrariness and their thoughts and their stubbornness, and they will not obey until they acknowledge their sin and the sins of their fathers. But after this they will return to me in all uprightness, and with all their heart and soul. And I shall cut off the foreskin of their heart, and the foreskin of the heart of their descendants, and I shall create for them a holy spirit, and I shall purify them so that they will not turn away from following me from that day and forever. And their souls will cleave to me and to all my commandments, and they will do my commandments, and I shall be a father to them, and they will be sons to me. And they will all be called sons of the living God. And every angel and spirit will know and acknowledge that they are my sons, and I am their father, in uprightness and righteousness, and I shall love them. And you write down for yourself all of the matters which I shall make known to you on this mountain, what was in the beginning and what will be at the end, what will happen in all the divisions of the days which are in the law and testimony, and throughout their weeks of years, according to the Jubilees forever, until I shall descend and dwell with them in all the ages of eternity. And he said to the angel of the presence, write for Moses from the first creation until my sanctuary is built in their midst forever and ever. And Yahuwah will appear in the sight of all, and everyone will know that I am the God of Israel, and the father of all the children of Jacob, and king upon Mount Zion forever and ever. And Zion and Jerusalem will be holy. An angel of the presence who went before the camp of Israel took the tablets of the division of years from the time of the creation of the law and testimony, according to their weeks of years, according to the Jubilees, year by year, throughout the full number of Jubilees, from the day of creation until the day of the new creation, when the heaven and earth and all of their creatures shall be renewed according to the powers of heaven and according to the whole nature of earth, until the sanctuary of Yahuwah is created in Jerusalem up on Mount Zion, and all of the lights will be renewed for healing and peace and blessing for all of the elect of Israel. And in order that it might be thus from that day and unto all the days of the earth.